Hi everybody, it's Mr. Liu. This is page 101, practice 4, comparing fractions. Compare the fractions. Let's look at our example right now. Here we have 5 over 12, and here we have 1 over 2 or 1/2. And if we look at our picture, 5 over 12 is right over there, and 1/2 is this area that's shaded in on the top, right over there. So from this picture, we can see that 5 over 12 is less than 1/2, or 1/2 is greater than 5 over 12. So here's what it says. 1/2 is greater than 5 over 12, and 5/12 is less than 1/2. So let's look at number 1. So 1/2 is over here, and that's the area that's shaded in. 5/7 is the area that's shaded in, so we know that 5/7 is greater than 1/2. Let's look at number 2. So again, 1/2 is this area shaded in, and 4/9 is this area that's shaded in over here. So from this picture, we know that 4/9 is less than 1/2. All right, let's look at the next page, 102. Here, we can compare the fractions. Now let's look at what this little girl says. It says, it is easy to compare fractions with the same denominator. So if we have the same denominator, which is our bottom number, I'm going to circle it right now. Here we have 2/3 and 1/3. And it's very easy to compare fractions with this denominator because, well, then we know that 2 right here is greater than 1 because we have the same denominator. Then we can compare the top, our numerator, very easily. So here we go. 2/3, which is this area over here, is greater than 1/3. So 2/3 is greater than 1/3. So again, here we go. We have the same denominator. They're both 8s. And then let's look at our numbers. That's 3, that's 5. So we know that 3/8 is less than 5/8. So 3/8 is less than 5/8. All right. Over here, it also says, it is also easy to compare fractions with the same numerator. So over here, we have the same numerator. We have 4 as a numerator and 4 as a numerator. So let's look at our denominator. Well, that's 10 and that's 5. And if we look, 4/10 is less than 4/5, and 4/5 is greater than 4/10. Oops, undo that. So again, 4/5 is greater than 4/10. And when we have the same numerator, all we have to do is, if the denominator is smaller, that means bigger, because our denominator shows how many pieces the whole thing is broken up into. So over here, we have it broken up into 5 pieces, and we're covering 4 out of that 5 pieces. Here, we have the pie broken up into 10 pieces, and we're only covering 4 out of the 10 pieces. So again, here's 3/7, here's 3/5. So we know that 3/7 is less than 3/5. All right, and that's page 102.